Good afternoon, everyone from Belarus. This is Andrei Liatsetski, Wialon implementation consultant, speaking to you from Gurtam. If it's not afternoon where you are, good morning to you. We continue our series of Gurtam meetups, and within this initiative, we discuss the most relevant topics and share our experience with our community. If you've missed our previous meetups, please see the link on chat. Today, as a part of the Gurtam meetups, we decided to run this webinar and tell you more about the ways WiaTag opens for personal monitoring and its usage during COVID-19 times. Today we will show you something you have never seen before and you might find it interesting. The webinar is being recorded, it's going to be posted at our Gurtam webpage and YouTube channel. If you are watching the recording, all the links are posted in the description. During the webinar, your questions and ideas can be posted on chat, and we will do our utmost to address as many of those as we can at the conclusion of the webinar itself. If you want your questions to be visible to everyone, please use the chat option all attendees. Today, I will show you how to set up and configure WiaTag, how WiaTag can be used to monitor people infected by the virus, monitoring of workers, parental control or elderly people monitoring with WiaTag, and WiaTag-Kit library as a basis for WiaTag-like applications. So let's start. Let me share my screen. Okay, I hope you can see it. WiaTag as a new software tracker was introduced 4 years ago. Since then, we keep improving the stability and usability of the app, as well as add new features. As you might already know, the app turns your smartphone into a GPS tracker and can be installed on mobile devices with iOS, as well as with the Android operating system on board, equipped with a GPS receiver. It means if you already have a smartphone, and most of us do, I believe, you can install the app and connect your device to the system right away. There is no need to connect any special hardware. Let me quickly show you how we set up the app, and then I will demonstrate to you how WiaTag can be used in your projects and how it can help to contain the spread of the coronavirus and hopefully save lives. To work with the WiaTag application, first we create a unit in our Wialon account. We enter the name of the unit and choose the device type WiaTag. Then we type in the ID of the unit. Any numeric and alphabetic combinations can be used as the unique ID. For instance, IMEI of the mobile device. I press OK to save it, but before that, I change the icon of the unit. I think we can use something like this. All right. Here we have our unit, and now I will add it to the monitoring panel. Here it is. Now, please let me share the screen of my smartphone. To enter the mobile application after you install it, you must log in using one of the available methods: account name, unit ID, and QR code. The first method is pretty simple. You log in with your Wialon credentials and bind the app with the pre-created Wialon unit. The second method is similar to the process of a real physical tracker configuration. You have to point the app to the corresponding server and port manually. Oh, sorry. Here you indicate the server IP address and the port address. Let's try the third method together and log in using a QR code. To authorize with the help of the QR code, the LATA should be generated at WiaTag.com website. Here it is. And the device in use must be equipped with a camera to scan the code afterwards. Let's generate a QR code. I copy the ID of the unit from Wialon and paste it into the corresponding field at the website. Then I choose the user mode active, standard, light, or custom. I choose the standard mode that allows to receive a detailed track of the movements of the unit. Unlike the active mode, the data is not sent continuously, but once every 5 minutes. Admin password allows to restrict access to the application management and user modes. I will also check the box remote control. This setting allows to enable or disable remote management of the application. With the help of the remote control, the request for the command execution is sent from the monitoring system, and the following commands are available: send custom message, query snapshot from camera, query position, start, stop the service, and so on. We also copy the IP address and the server port from Wialon and paste them here. Let me pay a special attention to the remaining option, BLE settings. It's an early access WiaTag feature for testing the parent with BLE tags. It serves as a test version of an upcoming application that we develop for patients tracking during the quarantine times. The main features of the new app will be a possibility to capture the position, to bind a BLE tag to the app for patients monitoring, and to send this data to Wialon. As a part of the new solution, we will also add a special feature for administrators or operators that will allow an easy creation and binding of the units, and there will be no need to do the whole process of unit configuration from the web page. Now I will give you a better idea of what kind of projects can be accomplished with the described functionality, and you can already start testing these features with WiaTag. Very soon, when we publish our new app, you will just switch to it, so please stay tuned. Okay, now let's take a look at an example of a wristband with a BLE tag. There is a couple of them here. You can see them on the screen. All right. With a BLE beacon, when a BLE beacon is bound to WiaTag, the app will scan the broadcast for the presence of BLE beacons and compare the list with the associated one. If there is the bound beacon on the broadcast, then WiaTag sends the parameter beacon to the server with the value of 1. In messages, it will look like beacon is 1. You can see it on the screen. If there is no bound beacon on the broadcast, the value will be 0. You can also see it on the screen. And I must say that the new upcoming app will have the same logic. Now, please let me share my screen. And let's finish the creation of the QR code. I paste the beacon ID here, click generate, and the code is generated. Now I choose the QR code option in WiaTag. Scan the beacon. And we are logged in. As soon as you do this, you will see the main page of the application. The interface of the main screen can be divided into 3 blocks: upper, central, and lower. There are up to 4 buttons in the upper block: settings, black box, power save mode, and chat. They are disabled. Let me enable the chat. It can be done in global settings. Okay, here we have the chat. The central block displays the latest data. It is also possible to send statuses from this block if the option is activated in the user mode settings. In the upper left part of the lower block, there is a switch with the help of which the service of collection and sending of data is activated. The state of the GPS and internet connections, as well as the status of the server, are shown below. Let's turn on the app and send our current position to Wialon manually. I press this button. WiaTag is running. Now I press another button and send the position to the server. As we see, our WiaTag unit is online. We have received the latest coordinates. Moreover, if we take a look at the parameters, we see that the device has sent the beacon status to Wialon. Now it has value 0. 0 means that the beacon is not detected. Let me approach my beacon to the smartphone and send the position. It may take a few seconds. Let's wait until the smartphone detects the beacon. All right, now the value is 1. It means that the beacon is nearby. This functionality, together with other Wialon features like geofences and notifications, opens a wide range of possibilities. First of all, taking into account the current situation with the COVID-19, your clients can track the infected people with mild symptoms of the infection who are staying locked down within their houses. Without a BLE tag, WiaTag allows you to track the position of the smartphone of the patient only. You can create geofences and notifications that will notify the client, relevant authorities, for example, if the monitored patient with the smartphone leaves the area. Let's create one geofence. Somewhere here. I change the name, save it, and now we can create a notification to control the presence of our unit inside the geofence. I choose the unit position outside geofence. Change the custom message. Oh, sorry. Now we change the name of the notification. For example, unit left the zone, and save it. Let me send a message to Wialon again. And as you see, the notification has been triggered, and this is the message that we indicated. WiaTag left the zone. Yet, there might be a problem if the patient leaves the smartphone at home and goes outside. And in this case, your client will never know this. They will not have any proof. And BLE tags come here to assist. With BLE tags, you not only track the position of the smartphone, but you also see whether the patient is located within a certain radius from the smartphone. And apart from creating a standard geofence and a standard notification for geofence, you will want to create another notification based on the parameter beacon from WiaTag. Let's do this. Here I choose the parameter beacon, specify the value 0 from 0 in range. It means that if the beacon is not detected, the notification will be triggered. Specify the message. Save it. And now let me turn off my beacon and let's wait for a few seconds until it's disconnected. All right, the beacon has been disconnected. We've got an alert. And along with the message sent to the client, the patient can also be notified that they forgot to stay home. It can be an SMS or an email or maybe a custom message sent to WiaTag. So Let's try to send a message to WiaTag. For this, I create a new command, send message to driver in the properties of my unit. And now I go to the notification that we have just created and add a new action, execute a command. The message will be, let's use the following. Please stay home. We send the position. The notification is generated, and we also see a message, please stay home. We can read it in chat later. I hope you've liked this. As I've already mentioned, our new app that's currently in the development will have a similar functionality for patients monitoring. But until it's released, you have a chance to start testing this functionality with WiaTag in your projects. All right, apart from the patient's monitoring, let's review another case, monitoring of workers with WiaTag. It's one of the most common use cases. The simplest version of the solution for workers monitoring, just install the app and monitor workers' daily travels, time spent at the tracked locations, travel distance, and geofencing alerts. I see the location of my worker. Notifications, here they are, will notify the client when workers enter or leave a specific zone. Trips of the workers can be reviewed either in tracks. Here are the trips for today. You can even use the track player. Or you can use reports for this. Reports allow to see the detailed statistics of the worker's activity, time spent inside the geofences, mileage in trips, and so on. Let's try it. This is the statistics for the geofences visits and mileage in trips. Let's add routes on top of that. And now we can control workers who have to visit various checkpoints at specific time, for example, security guards, and be alerted if a checkpoint is skipped or if a schedule is delayed via notifications. The notification type will be route progress. All right. You know, instead of routes, you can also use the inbuilt WiaTag option to scan QR codes, NFC tags, or to send photos. So when workers or guards get an alert and have to visit the designated location, they can scan the assigned code or take a photo, and it will serve as a proof of the visit. The photo of the event of code scanning can be displayed in the reports afterwards. Okay, I'm sorry, it's a bit delayed. All right, the photo has been sent to the server and we can see it in the work list. As well as in the reports. Here it is. Now let's take a look at the custom statuses feature now. WiaTag can be used for employees' attendance or availability management. You can create a custom status, for example, availability in WiaTag with two values, busy and available. It's done in global settings, custom statuses. Every day an employee starts working, they activate the WiaTag app, change the status busy or working, and when the job is finished, they change the status to available. Let's create two statuses and test them. Busy and available. Okay. I will also check the box message numeric format that enables the sending of a numeric index of the state along with the text parameter. It will help us to create a sensor and configure notifications if needed. Now we save it. And the next thing we need to do is go to the user mode and choose the status on the main screen, availability. All right. Let me change the status. I check the box busy. Sorry, the radio button busy. The status goes to the server. We can see it here. So value of the parameter status index 0 corresponds to the status busy. If I change it to available, the parameter changes to 1. And based on this parameter, we can create a sensor for availability and display it in the work list. Let's do this. I choose a custom sensor as a sensor type, and I will add two ranges, from 0 and from 1. So we will assign a red square icon to the status busy and a green icon to the status available. Okay, we can save it. And now we will also go to the advanced settings. And choose the availability sensor to display in the work list. Here it is. We see that the status is available. It's green. And if we change it to busy, the icon color changes as well. As a result, the dispatcher will always know which worker is available and can accept the order. You can create any status or even register specific statuses as events to be able to see the events in the reports afterwards. In case you have a project where the features that I described can be implemented, don't hesitate to contact your implementation consultant who will assist you to get things done. And now let's move on. At the beginning, while setting up a unit via QR code, we checked the box remote control, and now we can send commands to the unit. If your client is a delivery company, it's pretty useful. A dispatcher can send the delivery address directly to the WiaTag app, and the coordinates will appear in the chat. That's how it looks like. First of all, we create a new command. We go to the commands list, press button new, change the name of the command, the type, send position, and save it. Now, if I press here, I can choose this command. Now I choose the address. This is the delivery address. If it's necessary, you can also add some text. All right. Now I go to WiaTag, choose the received address. Now I can choose the navigation app from the list, for example, Google Maps. And I can start the route towards the location. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at another use case. WiaTag can be used as a solution for parental control or elderly people monitoring to always be aware of the current location of the person you look after. As we can manage the app remotely using commands, parents can remotely request position of the monitored smartphone of the child, start, stop the app, or even request a photo if needed. Let's try to query position and take a photo, for example. I go again to the unit properties, commands, and create two commands, one for photo and another one for the position. All right. I query the position of the smartphone. A new message has been received, so I know where the smartphone is. And now I will also take a photo. All right, let's take a look at the photo. Here it is. As a bonus, we can see the battery status of the smartphone in Wialon. We just need to enable the parameter send into Wialon and configure a virtual sensor. For this, I go back to my smartphone app. Oh, sorry, it has been disconnected. Just 1 second. All right, here we are. As I mentioned, we go to the settings, user modes, edit, additional parameters, and choose battery level. I restart the service, send a message, and once it's done, we can find a new parameter in the list, parameter B. It has value 100. Let's compare it to the battery level. Yeah, everything's correct. So now let's create a battery sensor based on this parameter. I go to sensors, create a new sensor, battery level. For this sensor, I will choose custom sensor type. Here is the parameter B and %. Battery level 100. So what are we missing? I think we can add this value to the work list as a battery state. I go to advanced, find the block usage of sensor colors, and choose battery level as battery level. Okay, here it is, battery level 100. If it goes down, the color will be changing as well. I hope you like it. So, one more hint. As you might know, widgets are available for the scan QR code, send photo, send position, and send SOS actions, which allows to run them without launching the WiaTag application itself. It means that users can send a photo or an SOS signal to Wialon in one tap right from the main screen of the smartphone. Let's test it. I go to my main screen, open widgets, scroll it down, and here we have the widgets. Let's choose Send SOS. And I move it to my main screen. Okay, here it is. Once it's pressed, the signal goes to Wialon and can be processed. Here it is, alarm has value 1. Let's create a notification for the SOS signal. This is the message that will be displayed. All right. And let's press it again. Okay, the notification has been triggered. We have an alarm. That's how it works. All right. Another hint. By default, when you receive a notification from a unit, if you choose to execute a command as a notification action, it will be executed for the unit from which the trigger was received. And not all of you know that it's possible to execute a command for any other unit in your account as well. And that's how it works. First of all, we create a notification for the units you need to control. Just make sure that all the units have the same command created in the unit properties. It's possible to create one command for one unit and then export the command to other units. I already have an SOS notification. What I need to do, I just add the other WiaTag app here. Then I will copy this text. And choose the action, execute a command, send message. I can insert the message here. The text will be changed to real values. And now I save it. What I do next, I export the created notification to WLP file. Then I open the file with a text editor, and we need to modify it by adding IDs of the units that will need to receive the alarm. You can find the units IDs in the same file inside the block UN. Here they are. I copy them. Paste into the template that I have. We need to add them in the following format to this file. We just need to find the block that starts with P. All right. Here it is. I have an example how it should look like. Just after the name. Now I save it. And I can delete the original notification. Then I go and import this file from the this notification from the file. And add it to my resource. Okay, here it is. As a result, we have a solution that will work the following way. Let me show you. I open WiaTag, send the SOS signal, and as you see, the alarm message has been sent in on chat. But this alarm message was also sent to another WiaTag that we have chosen here. This is the officer WiaTag. Let me send the SOS from the officer's smartphone, and we will receive it on my personal WiaTag. Alarm message from officer was received. As a result, we have a solution for a group of people who need to stay connected and receive alarms from each other. The group may include lone workers, security guards, farmers, etc. And if any member of the group presses the SOS button, other members will get the notification with the current location of the person in trouble directly on the WiaTag chat. If we add Wialon mobile on top of that, the group of people can have access to the location of each other at any time. Here it is. I've got an alarm message from the officer, and now I can track it. Here is the officer. Okay, so I really hope you have liked it. Please keep in mind that WiaTag can also be installed within a few minutes, and if you have a very, very urgent or a temporary project and you don't have time to install a physical tracker, you can always use the mobile app WiaTag as a tracker. Moreover, WiaTag is a simple solution to prevent thefts of smartphones and to recover them when it cannot be prevented. Now, let's talk about something more advanced, your custom applications. As you know, we provide our partners with WiaTagKit that allows to create WiaTag-like applications. If you have your own mobile app, or if you're planning to develop a new mobile app, you can easily integrate WiaTagKit to it. And with the kit, your app will be able to send or to receive the data from Wialon. The first version of the kit allowed to establish one-way communication with the server, and it was possible to send data like coordinates or photos from the app to the server only. while the newest version allows to send data not only from the app to the server, but also from the server to the app. For example, now you can send various commands from Wialon to your custom app. It's very easy to implement WiaTag-Kit to your app, and our quick start guides contain the detailed description of the process, as well as provide you with some examples. Please check the chat for the links. There you will find the link to WiaTag-Kit. In case you have any questions regarding WiaTag-Kit, please contact our mobile team. The email is mobile@gurtam.com. It's pretty easy. I really hope we have aroused your interest. Please contact us and tell us about your projects where WiaTag or other Wialon mobile apps can be implemented. We will do our best to assist you to accomplish your projects. And now, as we have a few minutes, let's take a look at your questions. Okay. I have a question from John. In statuses, can the user, I guess it's send the same status many times in a row? For example, item checked is pressed at 3 different locations. Let's try it. I go to the system, go back to WiaTag. Press the status available. Here it is. And let's press it again. As a result, we have not received any new message, so the answer is no. Okay, looks like there are no more questions here. Okay. You know, one thing I know for sure is that there are much more ways how you can use WiaTag in your projects and in the emergency situations like the one with the coronavirus. Please find them and take advantage of them. That's what we expect from you. And again, from our side, we promise to do all that we can to support you. So with Wialon, you're not alone. Gurtam Meetups is an ongoing project, and we will continue to share the most relevant information with you. Next Thursday at the same time, we will run a meetup with the topic how the pandemic changes opportunities for business development and what the integrator can influence proactively. Please visit the meetups page on our website, gurtam.com, to find the latest updates. The records of our past meetups are also available there. Thank you very much for your time, and let's stay in touch.